been a minute since I made a YouTube video. Shit, it's been a hot minute since I've done anything. I barely even be on social media these days. But I figured that I might come back here and there because I understand that I have a voice and sometimes my voice is needed. And by me stepping away or trying to disappear for a bit, it's it's kind of disheartening to people because some people love to hear what I say, and you know, I guess that's just the older brother in me, because I'm pretty sure there's people out there that look up to me as an older brother, and there's people out there that they look for guidance from me and stuff like that. So, kind of try to get this organized a little bit. So I just made like a few topics or whatever that I wanted to go over in this vlog specifically. I don't even know what the name of this damn vlog is gonna be, but anyways, the first topic I wanted to go off of is how life feels currently. So currently, to me at least, I feel like I'm kind of in a weird position. And what I mean by a weird position is like I'm happy, but at the same time I kind of feel, like you say, like overwhelmed in a way. And it's like, I've accomplished a lot of shit. I've freaking made it through the military, got out with an honorable discharge. I freaking graduated from college, got my associate's degree in business. I've survived foster care. Shit, there's fucking a lot of shit on my plate, like accolades that I've done that sometimes I don't even fucking remember because I'm so wrapped up in my mind with shit that's always going on that I kind of neglect the accomplishments that I have made. And I feel like a lot of us do that. It's like we get to a certain point in life that we get so wrapped up in things that we have the tendency to forget that where we came from. And it's important to remember where we came from, just off the simple fact is that it leads us to just basically remember, like, hey, motherfucker, know who you are. You know you've done so much shit. So why do you feel this way? Right? And that's basically like kind of the gist of that. I've started to take an interest in like having a priority over wants. And the reason why I put that in there is because the economy, right? So I see like um, a lot of people are saying that, hey, we're struggling. I can't keep up with my rent. I can't pay this bill. I got this credit card debt piling up. I got this, that, yada, 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 right? But at the same time, you will see these same people, right? They're the first ones buying concert tickets and posted like, oh, I'm going to the new Don Toliver concert. I'm going to the new Travis Scott. Whoever the fuck they want to see, they're going to go do that, right? And then I look on the news or social media or YouTube, and then there's fucking hundreds of people lined up to purchase an AP pocket watch that is like $300 to $400, right? So instead of you running out to go get that pocket watch, why don't you take that money, go buy some groceries? Why don't you take that money, go invest it? Why don't you take that money, put it towards next month's rent? Take that money, put it away for a rainy day, right? So it's like, it doesn't make sense. And that's not to say people aren't legitimately struggling, but the majority of shit I see is that people are saying they're struggling, but then they're running out going to buy shit. They're running out and running up a credit card, putting themselves in the debt to go see somebody or to go impress people that don't care about it in the first place. Everybody has their own problems, their own issues, And I'm not saying, hey, don't go out there and have your fun. Go, by all means, go out there and have fun, but don't do it at the expense that you're going to cause yourself to be suffering later on, or you're going to cause your family to be struggling later on. Because then at that point, that's on you. You're a bad person, and your priorities is fucked up. So you have no one else to blame but you. You can't blame the economy and say you're struggling when at the end of the day you're running in line to go get a pocket watch. You're running in line to go buy the new Jordans. You're running in line to go buy fucking concert tickets or whatever the hell people are buying these days. And then you're turning around and putting your fucking groceries on Afterpay. It's like, make the shit make sense. Right? I really don't understand that shit. And I put a note on here about finding what makes me happy. I'm still trying to figure that out. Right now at 32, I'm still trying to figure out what makes me happy. Because for some weird reason, it's like, on one hand, I'm happy, but on the other hand, I'm not. So I'm like kind of in this weird space where it's like, I'm happy, but I'm not happy. And I think a lot of that stems from me seeing all the shit that's going on. You know, like, and it's no secret. A lot of us, people of color, are not favored in this world. And I don't want to sit here and poke jabs and be like, oh, woe is me, the world's unfair, this, and that, yada, yada, yada. And, but looking at everything that's going on, it's kind of crazy to think, you know? You're like, why are we so hated by everybody? Like, I don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense. And then it's like, I remember back to what Kanye said back in College Dropout when he said um, you could be in a Benz, you could be a doctor, a lawyer, whatever, any type of top tier person. But regardless of anything, because of your skin color, you're still I'm not gonna say it on here, but y'all know what I mean. Um, and I put in here about being the black sheep of the family and how that affects me today and what it means to be that person now. So it's like, I've talked about this in vlogs and stuff about how I grew up and how I was in foster care and how my dad treated us growing up and shit like that. And I was always the one who felt like I was potentially being singled out or personally being targeted by him. I was always the one being called an idiot. You're not going to do anything. You're not going to be anything, you know. And the crazy thing is, I've accomplished more in my life in less of the time of his life. And I'm like, what did I do this for? What am I doing this for? Was I really doing this stuff for me? Or was I doing this to prove to him? And then now at this age, I'm looking at it and I'm like, I don't even care about that man. Wherever the hell he's at, I can give two shits where he's at. I don't care. And I feel like it definitely has affected me. And I won't say it was the fact of him personally. I would say it's the events after him, like the foster care and stuff like that, and going to the military. I feel like those things played a major role in amplifying me as being a black sheep because of the fact that now I have a tendency to keep my distance from my family. And that's not nothing personal towards them, but I feel like I'm on my grind. I'm trying to find what makes me happy. I'm trying to search for my purpose in life and what do I want out of life and what am I trying to achieve out of life. And I don't even have the answers for that. I'm just trying to figure it out. And it's crazy because I was having a conversation with my other friend, Triplet, and we were talking about what am I doing with my investment accounts and stuff like that, and what is my end goal with that? What am I trying to do with those? And I was like, honestly, bro, I I don't fucking know. I mean, I guess I'm saving for retirement, um, saving for a kid if I have one, which I'm really kind of on the fence about because it's like, yeah, you can have a kid, but at the same time, do you want to bring that extra amount of expenses into your life when everything's expensive now? I was like, because we went grocery shopping like last week, and we spent like $400 in the grocery store, and we barely got anything, and we didn't even get produce. Because with the produce, that shit would have been like 450 maybe, depending on how much produce you get. So, and then you want to add on the bills on top of that, and then you want to add the expenses of having a child on top of that. And I'm like, I don't think I want to go through that. I don't think I want to go through that right now. Maybe if I move somewhere else, like I get like myself positioned overseas or something like that, where everything is significantly cheaper, then maybe I would consider having a kid, you know? And then you will have money left over in the event of an emergency for anything. But my next topic I put on here, I put how leaving your neighborhood can change your mentality. Excuse me. So when I was traveling in the military, I've been to a bunch of places. I went to Thailand. I went to Guam. I went to Vietnam. I've been to Puerto Vallarta. I've been to I think I said it, but Hawaii like 3 times, uh, and stuff like that, right? And the thing about it is, it's like I grew up in Long Beach, California, and that's basically all I knew. It was Long Beach, California. Then when I went to foster care, I moved into North Side Long Beach, and then when I left out of that house, I moved into Compton, right? So that was all I knew. Just that was just my tiny bubble. That was all I knew. When I got on that plane and I flew to Chicago for boot camp, that everything changed. Not just like mentally changed because I was getting yelled at and freaking we was getting our freaking hair shaved off and all that other shit. But when I got to that ship and we left for deployment, when we first stepped foot into Vietnam, it changed my mind because it was like I noticed something. Notice here recently in your neighborhoods, you walk around or you driving through, and you notice how people are pissed off. They just mean mugging. They look angry, right? But when I was over there and we were going to these other countries and seeing this other stuff, I noticed people were happy. You know, it wasn't like, oh, I got the biggest freaking gold bracelet on. I got the chunkiest Cuban link on. My house is so freaking large that I can't see my other friends for like 2 days. Look at my freaking Lamborghini. Look at my fucking La Ferrari. Like none of that shit mattered over there. People are making significantly less than what you are making right now, and they have the biggest smile on their face. They come home, they hang out with their families, they're all laughing, joking around, having a good time. And then when I came back here, I looked around and I said, everybody here is making significantly more, and they go home and they hate themselves. They go home and they hate their wives. Some people, they hate their own kids. And it's crazy to think that people do, but people actually do. There's people who hate their whole entire life. There's people who literally wake up every day and go to work just to avoid their family for a few hours. And I was like, why do I want to live in a world where I go to work, come home, and hate my life? Right? Now, there's some of you who will probably watch this and be like, I don't hate my life. I make fucking $1 million, blah, 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 blah. I make this much amount, blah, 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 blah. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much money you make. At the end of the day, you are not happy. Nobody in America is truly happy. You can't tell me there's one person in this world, on this side of the hemisphere, that can go into a grocery store, spend $500 on groceries, and walk out after they looked at their receipt and start smiling. I guarantee you, you will not see it. Guaranteed. And that's just not what I want to do. I don't want to be in the States anymore. I don't want to participate in this rat race. I don't want to chase the 9 to 5 grind and continuously be on this fucking hamster wheel. Every single day you wake up, go to work, go home, get just enough time to fucking wind down for like an hour or two, and then you gotta go to bed, wake up, go to work again. The same loop, the same cycle. Every single fucking time. I don't want to do that. I want to be sitting on a beach somewhere, smiling, having a drink in my hand, and relaxing. Actually be retired. Why the hell is the retirement age 70? What is it right now? Probably like 70 something. I think like at what, like 69 you can start collecting your Social Security or some shit. Bro, who the fuck wants to be 70 years old and be retired? Because at that point your life is basically over, because you gave up damn near 60 years of your life working for corporations, and it's not even guaranteed anymore that you get even a fucking pension. You're not even guaranteed a pension. And then on top of that, considering the state how everything is now in this current date and time, they're saying that Social Security might not even be here anymore by the time I'm 70. I'm 32 right now, and you're telling me that I don't even have, I may not even get Social Security within the next few fucking years? That's fucking insanity. And considering the fact that all of us are paying into Social Security, that's fucking insane, bro. Literally fucking insane. So I don't know about y'all, but personally, I'm not vibing with this shit. I want to be going around traveling somewhere, going to do something. Shit. At this age, everybody should be like that. The retirement shit, that 70 retirement shit, that shit should not be a thing anymore. It shouldn't take everybody 70 years to be considered retired. That's fucking ridiculous. But anyways, The next topic I wanted to get off was being a military vet. So being a military vet, it's definitely affected me in a strange way. It's like I start to see things differently. You and if you're a military vet, you know exactly what I mean. It's like before you were in the military, you just go around, you live your life type of thing. But nowadays, once you are on the other side as a civilian again, you start to look at things differently. You start to scan things more. You start to look around. Start to inspect people, looking at people, taking note of everything. And it's kind of annoying because it seems like people think you're being rude when they're trying to have a conversation with you, but in the back of your mind, you're taking mental notes of everybody around you and trying to make sure you keep tabs on people just in case the event of something happens. Right? And I think another big thing is, you end up becoming unrelatable to people. You have all these stories to tell and your experiences of when you were serving, and people just can't relate to that. Because I could sit here and tell people the story of how uh, we had seamen on the well deck and they were getting blasted as the LCAT came into the well deck. And they'd be like, what the fuck does that even mean? And you're like, it is the funniest shit ever, but at the same time, you guys don't even understand what the hell that even means. You know? And another big thing is like not being able to sleep. That shit sucks. Like, I'll freaking stay up till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, force myself to go to bed just to wake up at 7 a.m. and be a fully functional person. And then people look at you crazy, like, how the fuck do you go to sleep at 4 or 5 in the morning and wake up like nothing happened? How are you not tired? And you're like, oh, I'm used to that because I stood watches at 2 to 7 in the morning. People won't understand that. Another big ticket item on there I put is this whole thing with racism nowadays. And I'm not going to go into that because I know there's been some particular individuals in the media as of late. But I just wanted to put my 2 cents in as a veteran and how that really makes me feel. Because it's like, I feel like I've put my name on the dotted line for nothing at this point. Because it's like, what do we really fight for? We're supposed to be fighting for freedom, fighting for everybody. But why am I fighting for people that hate me because of the color of my skin? I just don't understand that shit. And it's like, you wouldn't know until you had a conversation with me, and then you're like, oh shit, you're a veteran. Yeah, I am a veteran. But when you walk away, you're like, oh, yeah, he served his country, but he's still you know what I mean? It's like, I don't get that. It's like, y'all, they don't understand the sacrifices that we made and that we make. And it's just ass, it's terrible. It's like, bro, y'all don't understand. Like, people have died while I was out there. Some of my family members have died while I was on deployment. I didn't get to just come home. There's no such thing as just come home. It's fucking hey, I'm sorry your people died, but we got to keep moving. You know what I mean? It's just fucking ridiculous. But that's kind of the reason that I've kind of been staying away from social media and staying away from everything, you know. I just trying to find my peace, trying to find out what makes me happy, and just trying to figure out what my next steps are, and just trying to be better than the person I was yesterday. And it's not easy, man. It's not easy when you have like all this bad shit going on around you. And it's like it doesn't help that you can easily pick up your phone, open up TikTok, and boom, it's just right in your face. Because they all know, like they all curate their algorithms to enforce that on you. They know exactly who you are, they know exactly your nationality, they know exactly how to target you. Everything is targeted. So as soon as you start scrolling, boop, another black man was unalive because of this, and that, and then they make it racially motivated to try to incite violence and try to get you to feel something, try to get you to engage with it, you know. And I'm just tired of it, honestly. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of everything. I'm just tired of it. It's like you don't experience that in other places. It's just here in America. It's the only time you experience this shit. Now, that's not to say that you won't experience some form of racism, because there's other countries out there that specifically don't like, you know, anybody that isn't them. But at the same time, you can go to these other places and people will want to meet you. They'll smile at you. They'll be happy. They'll greet you. They're respectful to you. Just, you know, that's why I said it just doesn't make any sense. But we're almost, we're like 27 minutes in. Now, I ain't trying to talk you guys' ear off, but I did want to show you guys my setup in here, because I am still gaming, so I am still doing that. But this is the setup right here. So I got the Xbox Ally X in there, and then I got it connected to the monitor. Got this little 180 hertz monitor, so it's doing its thing. And then I got this desk. It's pretty cool. This came with it. It's like a GTR racing desk. They got them at Walmart. They're like I think they're like $140, so not too bad. And it comes with a light underneath. There's like a light, and then it comes with this fucking remote, so you can change all the colors and shit that you want. And then on the mouse pad itself, it has a button here, so you can change like whatever color you want. But I just keep it like a solid blue. That's just my vibe. And then yeah, just be chilling, man. Other than that, I'm chilling. I'm just trying to be better than I was the next day, you know. But one day I probably will start really vlogging again if I end up traveling somewhere, because that's what I really want to do, is vlog when I actually start traveling. Because there ain't nothing to film out here, man. This is America. Everybody's seen it all. Ain't shit to do out here. The only thing to do is you fucking get a credit card and run that motherfucker up until you can't get out of it. At that point, that's what people doing out here. So yeah, man. Y'all just keep doing what you're doing. Hopefully you're making smart decisions and not out here following these fucking trends and trying to impress people that don't want to be impressed or don't really care. And you're actually doing stuff that you want to do. And don't mind my hair. I slept on it. It was curly. It's not curly anymore. But yeah, I'm already rambling. It's just about to be 30 minutes. So yeah, y'all be good. Peace out.